Back to the action, the intensity, the drama. My obnoxious chair and my being too tired to do anything, but I'm still doing this anyways! Okay, I'm starting to suffer now. I think I should stop. I'll stop after after these 15 minutes. I'll stop.
You should be able to listen to it using the recorder. Please listen to it when you can.
Unless, you know, I actually finish it in this 15
I want to know
minutes.
about the deceased's source of income.
He did seem fairly well off for somebody without a steady job.
Indeed. I'll be listening to that while I'm going over the recording.
Okay. I'll save. I need to look at the recorder a crap load of times. That's the one thing I really don't like about this mission. The recorder is like your best friend, and I don't like it. Wait. Wrong button. It was like 11.
Around 3. Yes, I fixed it.
I said...
He fixed the heater. Something about that seems odd.
It must have been expensive! It's literally the worst lie you can think of.
Yes, the deceased's neighbor mentioned that. Summer is already starting. And yet, on the day of the incident, the deceased wanted to have his heater repaired? There's something strange about this after all.
Peculiar. Something wicked this way comes.
I still have doubts. My main concern about this is...
The reason most people use a ceiling fan is refrigeration, heating, air circulation, or cleaning! I wonder. This is a tough one, guys. I think I'm gonna have to, like, skip some time to think about this for a while. Difficult.
Yes. Fans circulate air within a room. If the owner was having his air system fixed, the fan should have been considered part of it. Why then would the electrician fix only the heater and not the ceiling fan?
I used to be a ceiling fan, but then I came back as a person, and that was lame. Because I liked being a ceiling fan. That place about to blow. Please shoot me for that. I'm sorry. Please take out a gun and point it at me and touch me in the face. That was the worst and most inappropriate reference ever, and it makes me ashamed to even say it.
Seriously? Wow, that name... But he never had... Oh, but he all... Are you really... drugs?
Good heavens. The deceased's been holding on to quite a secret.
This is a nice chair, but it keeps creaking. Rock the boat! Rock the boat!
I'm going to have to change the way I approach this case. Let's go through the information we have, now that we know the deceased's true identity.
Identity.
Unbelievable. The deceased had this hidden dark side to him.
This is looking more and more like a case worth investigating. If Dennis Taylor was a drug dealer, then there could be a variety of reasons to kill him.
Still, I can't let my prejudices cloud the truth. I need to remain objective. However, it seems that we're going to have to change our views regarding this case.
Right. I'll prepare the CSI's ALS.
So many acronyms! CSI, Alice, PIVCA, ALT, YGTPA?
ALS. The advanced light source that can adjust the wavelength being emitted?
That's right. An object's visibility depends on the light being reflected from that object. The ALS lets you select a particular wavelength to focus only on what you want to see.
Or hide what you don't want to see.
Oh, no.
I'll try using it. Thanks, little guy.
Okay. First up, we should check this side really quick. Wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm so So tired. I'm so tired. I have no business. Now I need to begin investigating the scene. I have no business doing this Let's Play. I'm so tired. Why am I doing this thing? Because I want
There's white powder
to.
scattered on the floor. It looks
Because
like
I
there are
want
footprints
to.
in it.
Because I want to. I want to.
I can guess at what this powder is, but I should send it in for analysis just in case.
It's, dead moths. I'm almost certain that's what it is.
This powder on the floor seems to trail behind the shelf. Bingo. There's more of that powder inside this hole in the wall. What an obvious place for a hiding spot. Mr. Taylor wasn't all that clever.
This seems to be all the information I can gather using the ALS. I should return to my office and sort through what I've learned there. Professional, like up-and-coming Vic Monogna right here, man. Totally. Gonna wanna put me in the next FMA that won't never exist. Totally. I need more information about the white powder that I found at the crime scene. I don't even sound like Naomi, I sound like some weird... Now, let's try sorting through the information that's been gathered so far. Some weird Yuki Nagato type person. I think we have a good idea, pretty good idea of what this is. I'll have it investigated in any case. Can you please wait? Ooh, timescape.
Dr. Kimishima, about that white powder that was spread on the floor.
It was crack.
There were traces of drugs found within it.
What'd I tell you?
A number of different sets of footprints were identified in that powder as well. They all belong to the firefighters, police, and you, of course.
I see. That means...
The drugs were there for days. That means the footprints found the drugs were all from firefighters, policemen, and myself. This tells us that Dennis committed suicide. So pro.
Exactly. That would be the case. The room belonged to the deceased. If the drugs had been spread on the floor before the incident, his footprints should be there as well. But the only footprints in the room were from people who had entered after the fire.
Very
This would mean that
strange.
the drugs would have to have been spread before or soon after the fire began.
Hidden hole in the wall.
All right, let's go over the information we've gathered. First, the white powder.
I'm sorry, this music is my jam. It reminds me of Elle's theme from Death Note. A white powder was found on the floor in Dennis's apartment. This powder was revealed to be A. Drugs, B. Flour, C. Powder toast, or D. Baby formula. Excellent reasoning.
Yes, the trail of drugs led directly to the hole behind the shelf. If the same powder from the floor was inside the hole, then...
Let's see, the hole discovered in the wall in Dennis's room was a large mouse hole, a place to throw drugs away, a place to hide his drugs, or the killer's secret escape route.
That's right. But there weren't any drugs inside the hole. The layer of drugs had footprints from the firefighters, the police, and me left in them. All of the footprints had something in common.
They're from male shoes. Naomi's totally a dude. Those boobs don't exist. What are you talking about? The shirt is only obnoxious to show off her sexy abs. What are you talking about? You're high. You're high on Dennis's crack.
Indeed. There weren't any footprints from before the time the fire began. So from this, we can deduce that the drugs must have been scattered on the floor when...
There are no footprints on the drugs. Oh my god, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Gregory. I'm so hungry I could eat Gregory. That's probably a really dangerous idea because he likes to eat nukes. There were no footprints in the drugs that were made prior to the start of the fire. This indicates they were scattered just before the fire.
Yes. If I take this even further, I'd say that it would have been after Mr. Taylor stopped moving. In other words, it must have happened between his death and when the fire started. But why were there drugs on the floor?
Dennis is a slob. What a disgusting hunk of man. To lead me to discover the rabbit hole so I can go into Wonderland again. Ooh, we get a gold shiny thing! Golden cards are treated as evidence in your investigation. They do not need to be analyzed if used with evidence cards.
Yes, they must have spilled out when someone removed
That
the
means
drugs from the hole in
that
the
usually
wall.
means we're almost done with the case.
Dennis Taylor was killed, and someone
I think there's
walked
only
out
one
with
case
the
where that
drugs.
doesn't apply, and it makes me sad.
I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what happened here, but there's no proof just yet. I need to move on to the next step. I should consult with the little guy about this.
Hi.
Dr. Kimishima, have you confirmed that it's a murder after all?
I don't know how you heard about that so quickly, little guy. Have you been eavesdropping on me?
Stalker.
Huh? What? No,
Forget it. I can see right through you.
We have a lot in common, little guy.
oh right, I have a new tool for you.
A
It's luminol.
tool?
Do I need to explain it to
Yes.
A chemiluminescent material based on reducing 5-nitrothalhydrazide with sodium dithionite.
Naomi, I find that very rude and offensive, and I think you just gave me cancer just by giving me such complicated words. Please take your words and leave, and just leave Elle's theme in the background. I'll keep that for you. Don't worry. I'll take good care of it. Okay. Seriously, that hurts. Chemiluminescent material. 5-nitrothalhydrazide. Sodium dithionite. I liked the ones in Diagnosis better because they were shorter and I could actually kind of read them, but these I only wouldn't have been able to read if it wasn't for Naomi reading them before.
It reacts to iron and hemoglobin by glowing, making it useful to find otherwise hidden bloodstains.
There was hit on bloodstones.
No.
Okay.
Good. I just spray this onto suspicious areas, then shine the ALS on it, right? I'm sure it will be useful. Thank you, little guy.
Thanks, buddy. Like best friends forever. Like forever. Serious, don't leave me, man. Don't leave me hanging. I don't know.
This is a bloodstain.
Oh yeah.
One moment, please.
This is a bloodstain.
I did some quick calculations. A stain of that size would take about 800 milliliters of blood.
That's a lot of blood.
The average adult male would have to lose at least 1,500 milliliters in order to bleed to death. This means that...
That's not blood! Oh! This case is just getting more epic and epicer and epicer. Yes! I got a gold star.
Well, the amount of blood loss required varies from person to person, so this isn't quite proof. It is unusual, though.